guys, how's it going? I'm back with another suggestion for you guys today. This one is going to be another Blame It on George video. I haven't seen Blame It on George in a little bit. I don't watch him that often anymore, but I do have a bunch of suggestions for him still. I don't know how many I have, but I still have a few. So I did watch a show, or an episode by Blame It on George. It was about unsettling, bizarre, and public access shows. And now we have 9 more bizarre and unsettling public access shows not shown on regular television by Blame It on George. So we're going to see more freaky stuff. We're going to see more freaky shows and bizarre shows. Unsettling, which is always fun to see. It's about 20 minutes long, just a bit under, like 19 and a half. And yeah, I probably haven't seen any of these because it's not shown on regular TV. And yeah, let's see how weird and weird these things are. I'll put the suggestion here somewhere, and let's go, guys.
In the past, we've talked about several public access shows from everyone's favorite corner of television. The one where anyone with a camera can shoot anything they want and show it to the world. Or at least show it to those who dare wonder what's on public access television. Nowadays, with decent quality cameras in our smartphones, it's easy for just about anyone to make content. And we have great websites like YouTube to showcase this. But what about back then?
Yeah.
What about before YouTube, Dailymotion, VidMe, all that? Well, that's what public access was for. And today we're counting down more of the most insane shit ever put there.
Number 9.
Jerk Beast. How this show got onto television screens just baffles the mind. A large Muppet-like creature, which in reality is just a strange man in a large devil's costume, called the Jerk Beast, and his human friend act belligerent and shitpost on television and then tell people to call them. During said calls, the Jerk Beast and his friend just kinda cuss and act rude,
yeah, that seems a little bit fucked up.
Those who call them.
Speak, you asshole!
Asshole, speak, you asshole.
Say something interesting before I come through this camera and rip you a new one.
Say something interesting. Why don't you go to the dentist, man?
Why don't you shut the fuck up?
Why don't you go to the dentist and
Why
get
don't you
this
shut the
damn
fuck up?
teeth taken care of, man?
Hang up on this idiot!
I'm falling apart here.
God
The fuck
damn
is on
it,
his
that's
head?
the one
A
thing
flashing
I hate.
light?
It's
Random
idiots
spinning
like that
flashing
calling
light?
my show.
After watching a few episodes, it is clear that those who call them do so with the understanding that these people are just going to vigorously scream at them. Even during the beginning of the show, they ask the audience to make fun and harass the Jerk Beast, presumably with the intention of trying to get the best humor and gain the biggest reactions. We do have to ask, what is the humor in watching people cussing, cursing, and accusing each other of being fags? During the show, they do some fairly controversial things, especially for the early 2000s, such as cuss a 10-year-old out on live television, attack another anti-gay Christian public access show by calling them gay for Jesus, and then proceeding to call themselves fags for Jesus, and finally, getting into vivid detail about fucking studio life through the anus of the titular Jerk Beast himself.
What the fuck kind of show is that?
What's your problem? What's Your Problem is definitely the most mysterious, if not most well-known of the shows on this list. Perhaps its vagueness is what led it to gain so many views, over 200,000 to be exact. Interestingly, the video has been around since 2006, a year after YouTube was created.
Wow.
The show, however,
Wait,
is
YouTube was
scarce
created in
with
2005?
information, thus making it truly strange and bizarre. What's Your Problem is believed to have been from either Pittsfield or Terrytown, according to 2 YouTube descriptions. It aired sometime around the 80s or 90s, meaning that some guy had the footage stored away somehow for over 20 years. Thanks. What's Your Problem features a man in front of a green screen, trying to eat a fish that keeps being pulled away from his plate, though this doesn't stop him. A reoccurring voice is saying, "What is wrong with you?" and "What's your problem?" and it plays loudly in the background. And the man constantly responds to the mysterious voice and defends himself over and over and
That's
over
so
again
stupid.
for 3 minutes.
What's wrong with you?
I don't have
What's
a
your
problem.
problem?
You shut up.
What's wrong with you?
You just shut up.
What's wrong with you?
What's
What's your problem?
What is wrong with you? Trying to eat a fish. I'm trying to eat a fish and it falls off the plate. Would you
What the fuck is this?
What is wrong with you?
There's no
Yeah, what is wrong
message
with
or
you?
any music or guest featured. It's instead just this man being harassed by some disembodied voice.
And
The man
then a
appears to be
fish running
mentally
away.
ill, maybe. Almost as if the voice being played is going through his head or something. It's just a weird fucking show.
Just shut up. What's your problem? What is wrong with you? I'm gonna hit you with my fish if you don't shut
I'm gonna hit you with my fish if you don't shut up.
Chip the Black Boy.
Pardon me?
Chip the Black Boy is just uncomfortable. It's like an Adult Swim bumper or a late night infomercial that just got way out of control. We are sure you know what we mean. The low budget video followed by the somewhat decent audio quality, only to display a somewhat disturbing message that makes you want to laugh just due to how uncomfortable it is. We are not sure if this thing is supposed to be shock humor. All we can say is that Chip the Black Boy is one of the weirdest public access oddities that we have had the fortune to see. And here's why. Chip the Black Boy is some sort of musical show, starring a rapping dummy called Chip the Black Boy. Oddly enough, the music is not about religion or anything like that. It's almost like one of those weird ARG sites that has a sort of spiritual dark tone to it. Some of the lyrics from the song Black Candles are occult-like in nature, and here are a few examples.
I don't question the source of these voices. Their commands leave me with no choices. Who can deny a decree from the sky? But a fool, I'm a dummy, but no fool am I. And though I may...
I mean,
You
I
may
said
think that
rhymes.
this is just a one-off special, but no. It seems whoever made this actually has a point, as there's a second song simply titled, Am I Weird? Here are a few
Yes, you are weird.
disturbing excerpts from that.
Am I weird? Am I everything you fear? Am I the voice in the void in the space between your ears? Am I
Oh my
leading
god,
you
that's
to hell?
creepy.
Are you wishing well? Am I bolting you to heaven with a hypnagogic spell? Can you smell it?
Something about these odd lyrics leads me to believe that there's something even more disturbing beyond the top dusty layer of unnerving shock horror that
Yeah.
the show displays. Perhaps the intention was to watch the show and have us pick it apart and figure out what exactly is going on. Maybe there's a underlying story,
Yeah, the lyrics and just the tune
or
are just really
with
sus.
it being public access, perhaps the true answer is much more horrifying than anything we can speculate here.
Yeah, the music, the lyrics are all just very sus to me, to be
The
honest.
Asylum for Shut-ins. Video Psychotherapy.
That's an interesting name.
Originating from Cleveland, the Asylum for Shut-ins is an extremely odd show, seemingly hosted by this puppet
Oh
named
god,
the
I hate
Doctor,
puppets.
sometimes in front of this large portrait of himself. In this episode, he commands the audience to bow down to him and to praise him, or he'll crush you with the heel of his boot. The
What?
following scenes contain more of our host giving orders and demanding leadership, intercut with random scenes of people falling and puking and shit exploding on
What
constant
the
repeat.
fuck?
I mean, some of the editing is actually pretty impressive for a public access show, but most of it is just these clips and the Doctor speaking, albeit very disturbing. Not even disturbing in a subtle, quiet way. The show just hits you over the head with its imagery, and when the show does go quiet, that's when the host begins to speak about a world gone mad, how he murdered all of his elementary school teachers, and psychotherapy stuff like that.
When I tell you to clean the boot, you clean the boot. And when I tell you to march, you march until you drop and then you march some more.
What the fuck?
You must never tire.
You must never die.
You must never grow weary.
You must never grow weary.
But march.
I'm not.
March and
March.
march in endless toil, in endless suffering. March for me.
The
Yeah, no,
website
thank
is even
you.
spookier, with video diaries from the Doctor, fan
Oh,
mail, and
God.
hey, a gift shop.
Great.
Finally,
A
to
gift
conclude
shop.
this entry, here's an excerpt from
Ain't,
the Facebook
ain't nobody
page.
buying that?
The
Fan mail.
Doctor is a sadistic, power-mad ventriloquist dummy who administers doses of mind-bending video ultraviolence and savage social commentary. He delivers his demented therapy with machine gun-like collages of horror movie clips, audio and video samples fused together in a musical tapestry of terror, madness, and destruction. Coming attractions for the end of sanity.
Okay. Very stupid if you ask me. And sus.
The Captain Video Show.
The Cap
It's easy
and
to see
Video
when
Show.
someone truly and unabashedly loves what they do. And Captain Video, or Ralph Zavadi, loves what he does.
What?
Somehow, Captain Video made a public access show with no budget that just captivates the audience with nothing more than the sheer force of will of this man's charisma. The first episode that we saw involved the intro where this man, this god amongst men, enters a scene by riding a leaf blower, only to turn the camera and talk about how he loves popping bubbles.
So he's
Only
trying to die
grabs
based
some
on these stunts he's
construction
doing. Oh, he's gonna
equipment
die.
and attempt to pop a sun pool tarp. He
Jeez.
later transitions into a scene where he talks about his love for Beerios. This show is just great.
It's not even a show, to be
Properly
honest. It's just him
describe
trying to
the
kill
show,
himself.
You would need to take the sheer insanity of Andrew W.K. and combine it with the crude stunts and humor of Jackass. Even when in pain, this man is devoted to what he does and maintains his persona, which is something most people, and even actors, can't achieve. The perfect example of this? One winter day, he attempted a trick, which involved him from jumping from a telephone pole into the pool tarp in his backyard. Unfortunately, he hit the pool side and broke his neck, and was only saved by a kid coming home from school who heard the noise. Astoundingly, he decided to air the episode uncut, including the failed stunt, which subsequently got his show canceled. Despite this, he remained upbeat and did not let a broken neck get him down. In fact, after a bit of recovery time, Captain Video credited Frank Zappa Music for curing his broken neck. There is also talk that he may be coming back to television.
Oh, God.
And to mark this man's return is a documentary entitled Beauty Day.
Are you gonna show some, like, video footage with the sound?
Electra Elf and Fluffer. Electric Elf and Fluffer is about a girl who works for a newspaper, internet thing called Ass. She also moonlights as a superhero called Electric Elf, but in order to become Electric Elf, she needs to take a pill that is either LSD or Elf-SD. It's really hard to figure out what exactly they are saying. She then proceeds to fight crime with her dog Fluffer,
What the
who
fuck?
has radioactive piss for some reason.
Oh my,
Their
what?
words, not mine.
Radioactive piss.
Holy shit, my leg! I can't move it and it burns! Ah! It's that crime-fighting rat. It pissed on me.
That's radioactive pee, buddy.
The effects of the show are actually okay for the time. We won't say that they're Oscar-worthy, but there is camera movement, framing, and while the performances are campy, they are at the very least entertaining, unlike most of the insanity on this list. Near the end of episode 1, Electra Elf, the odd exposition-spewing factoid alien of this world, gets captured.
What the
When
fuck?
she gets captured, the main villain of the episode, Lucifera, forces her to eat raw mayonnaise by shoving spoonfuls down her mouth, while also having her strapped down to a table where her legs are connected to a pulley, which makes her legs get raised for some reason. After a failed attempt at contacting Professor Nerditz, she finds a nail file and remarks about how else is a superhero supposed to look this good. She manages to free herself using this nail file, despite talking loudly to herself. She only got away with this because the villains were too busy snorting a white powdery drug called Euphoria. As
Euphoria?
expected,
Isn't that a show?
Electric Elf beats the bad guys and makes a pun before finally making it back to her office, where a LSD drug tip happens, and it's episode 2, I guess. I don't know. The show is an oddity. It's hard to explain really anything about the show because the explanation leads down a rabbit hole that has the inevitable answer of, Everyone involved in this production was on drugs, so accept it.
Probably. Nice ass, I guess. I don't know. It's kind of stupid.
Carmen's Banana Cooking.
Oh, my coworker's name is
The show was
Carmen.
made in the 1980s using Austin Access Television in Austin, Texas. The show times for this strange monstrosity of broadcast television history was 10:30 p.m.
My
on
coworker does
Saturdays
not
and
look like
midnights
her.
on Sundays.
Midnight's
We
on
begin this
Sundays.
entry with that information because talking
Why
about
so
this
late?
show was just weird. Not creepy weird, not fascinating weird, but weird in the sense that you take one look at this and see the caked on makeup and what clearly is a man wearing poorly done, fake, oversized, prosthetic latex boobs, and think to yourself, man, can I just not watch this?
Right?
Oh, there's nothing like a good old-fashioned love song. I tell you, Carmen must be in love. Hey! Welcome to another episode of Carmen's Banana Cooking.
Carmen's Banana Cooking is a show that takes place in its own world that has lore and mythology all centering around bananas for some reason. Despite how bizarre and insane the show seems to be, none of it is interesting, and it's just a slog to watch as there's poor video and audio quality, and plenty of dead air that just makes this painful to sit through. Whatever demented mind thought this up could not write a script that would progress the show forward in any cohesive way. They talk with each other about magical bananas that could see the future, and sometimes Carmen sings.
Oh, I love
If I can't conceal the thrill that I'm feeling, don't blame me.
Too bad it's kind of mumbled and really hard to understand. All in all, Carmen's Banana Cooking is one of the weirdest things I've ever seen. But sometimes it's good that these public access shows are buried under layers of years. Because, honestly, this thing is right at home, buried under the ground where no one has to look at it.
like the singing wasn't amazing, but it wasn't terrible.
That's not funny. That's sick.
Okay.
The first impression of that's not funny, that's sick is a man with wide eyes that almost look like glass, with yellowed, crooked teeth,
Oh God.
set up in a dimly lit setting.
Yeah, this is already sus.
I like little kids. I like to look at little kids. They're so cute. Little kids, they're so cute. Little kids. Oh, God, little kids.
That's not funny. That's sick.
A big theme of that's not funny, that's sick is showing disturbing imagery and generally downright screwed up thoughts and ideas. This could be in the form of a home movie like that of Kill, 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 which is about a Vietnam veteran who hears nightmarish hellscapes, only to come home and see his girlfriend left him. He can't get a job, and after much screaming, proceeds to go on and kill people who wronged him.
Oh my God.
Or it could be a on-site produced skit that shows the main host making fun and bullying homeless only to later trick said homeless to attacking a young child. Every single episode is poorly acted, in such low quality it is just downright mean-spirited. The home movie is weird and unnerving due to the weird layering of audio, as well as unfunny and out-of-place improv comedy. But it's that very set of elements that makes the show. It's just a uncomfortable sequence of images to trudge through.
Like that guy was creepy. I like him.
The Fun with Roadkill Handbook, Volume 1. We have to deliver you a warning here. Disturbing lyrics is one thing, weird gross out humor is another, but this show is downright messed up. The content beyond this point may feature close-up images of dead cats and other animals being played with and filmed. Obviously, I'm going to censor all of this, but if any of this will disturb you, we suggest turning off the video and just listening or something.
It'll probably
Basically,
disturb
the
me.
commercial starts out with a guy who can't be older than 20 years old saying,
The Fun with Roadkill Handbook, Volume 1. Your comprehensive guide to when four wheels meet four legs.
yeah, I'm pretty sure you know where this is going. To put it bluntly, for the next 45 seconds, the main narrator makes jokes and puns while doing extreme close-ups on rotting roadkill. He then proceeds to poke and play with the dead animals, all leading up to a scene where he makes the joke, Chapter 13, Target Practice. which is the scene where he intentionally places a dead or knocked out animal in the road trying to get a car to run over it, which it in fact does get ran over and flies into the air. As far as we can tell, these are not puppets. These are actual decaying, rotting, maggot-filled corpses of animals being paraded for our entertainment. This truly is one of the most horrifying examples of public access gone wrong.
How is that even entertaining to us? Like, yeah, here's some dead animals getting run over. Be entertained. My dude. Like, my dude, I don't understand at all, but okay, you know, it's fine. Sure, whatever. Okay, if you guys did enjoy that video, be sure to give it a like, be sure to comment down below what else you guys want to see, if you guys want to see more Blaming on George. Please make sure like 20-25 minutes at most. I don't want to watch anything that's like 30+ minutes just because it's so hard to focus. And I'm just tired all the time. Like even this video, though it wasn't boring, it's just so hard for me to focus and stuff like that on a screen. It's just gets me so sleepy. That's why I'm always yawning and rubbing my eyes during videos. But it's not my fault. I really don't want to be tired like this, but I am for some reason. I could sleep all I want and I'm still be exhausted. If you guys did enjoy this video though, be sure to give it a like, comment down below, and be sure to subscribe, as I know the majority of you guys are not subscribed, and it actually makes me sad, so please subscribe if you do like my videos. And with that being said, I'll see you guys tomorrow. But yeah, they were all really creepy, and especially the one like the I Like Kids, or the first one with that friggin' weird, like they were all fucking weird. They were all fucking weird, to be honest. Especially that first one. Like the first one was definitely, like the last one, sorry, like number 1 though, was definitely fucking weird as well. Like dead animals. Like what the fuck would do that? Like just seeing the cat squeeze under the door like that, I was like, how did it do that? How did it fit? Like it's a big fat cat, it just squeezed underneath. Like how did it do that? Like did it not break all of his bones or break its lungs or damage? Like what? That's like one of my fat cats just squeezing under the door even though it's closed, just like under this much. Am I stupid? That's what happened, right? Anyways, I don't want to watch that again. But yeah, as I just said, be sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications, and comment down below what you guys thought of this video and which one you guys think is the most disturbing, even though they were all pretty horrendous. But please let me know what you guys think was the most disturbing. With all that being said, I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching. Deuces. Peace.